forgot to do the one vital important thing of this interview. Include your audio.
Alright, let's go ahead and start it. What does UGC stand for?
So UGCC stands for Untouchable Gaming Commission Club. And that name was developed by Sticky, King Sticky, UGCC King Sticky. Sticky started the clan, I want to say it was 8 years ago when he was a lot younger, because Sticky's 28 now. Or 27, I think, somewhere in there, 26 maybe. And he started it when he was like a kid. And he was actually one of the originally founding members of XGN. Him and Mr. XGN are like really good friends, or used to be. I don't think they get along too much, but I'm not really sure. He doesn't like to talk about it too much. But after he left XGN, he started UGCC, and they played all kinds of games. Like it wasn't just like a tank game or a shooter or whatever. It was like whatever game. And he had it for a while, but then it became dormant. And about a year ago, I would 2 months before the WCL #2, he restarted it and started recruiting. And we put a team into the WCL #2, and we actually did not win a single game. Until our very last game against Devil, we took one game against Devil. And we've gone from that to being a gold clan on WCL. Or Wednesday Night Fights, I'm sorry. So we've made a lot of progress in the last year.
Alright, let me go ahead and ask a different question. Where's my notes? What advice do you have for like new people out there just starting tanks, around like that want to join like a tank community and want to be competitive?
Listen to the other players that have been around longer. I mean, that's how I learned. Because this game can be hard and frustrating, especially when you're in the lower tiers and you don't really know what you're doing. So just make friends. Like get around guys that play all the time, and most of the people in the community are very helpful and let you know. How they're all really opinionated too. It's one of the good things about this game. There's so much variety that everybody has different opinions about everything. And so get with somebody and tune up with them, and start learning what you're doing and what works, and maybe even watch streams. Like watch the competitive players play. And a lot of the competitive players have YouTube channels or Twitch channels, and you can learn a lot from that.
Alright, let's go ahead back to ask the other question. Are y'all openly recruiting, right? But anyone can join UGC too. Is there like an age requirement?
We normally don't recruit anybody younger than 18, but there are exceptions. There are younger than that in the UGCC too, and there are younger than that in the UGCC. For instance, T, who is in here right now. Hello?
No.
You can kind of hear him. He's a freshman in high school, and he's our youngest competitive players. But we made an exception because T's very, he's not mature. He doesn't come into a party, and you wouldn't know that T was that young unless we told you. And we have, besides that, we have some 18, 19-year-olds. And I think I'm the third oldest in the clan. But I would say our average age is, 22 maybe. But there is no real age limit. As long as you're not, you can handle being around the older guys, you'll be fine. And like I said, the UGCC is the competitive part of the clan, and the
Now, if they do bring more warships to console, are y'all going to be part of that also?
I'm sure that we would get involved. A lot of the guys talk about that. I don't know how. I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'll play it, but I don't know if I don't know. My love for tanks is real strong. Like, I really like the competitive edge and the skill level of tanks. And I don't know if warships is going to be. Is that just to me? I keep thinking, is that just going to be like a bunch of arties? I don't. So
it's a valid. Besides, if you play a destroyer and go crazy with torpedoes.
Yeah, is it just going to be a bunch of...
should we YOLO these 54s? Because that's W and 8 from 7F, so I really don't want him staying in the game forever.
Let's get him. Let's get them going right now.
Whoever's in the middle, can you join us? What is that? DP? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, we're going. Okay, we're going. Fuck it. In the yellow. Oh, okay. Wow, they really backed off, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. There's a, but yeah, I think we'll try it out. But I'm just worried about it just being like a big arty fest. But where's he at?
Fuck, they're gonna run. They're just gonna keep going. Let's just get this pattern out of the way.
Yeah, they took me out.
Oh, you're not gonna. Yeah. Sorry if I got in your way. I'm gonna kill him.
There's a 54 running open.
Run. Yep. Let's focus him. That's actually WN8.
In the
My
next,
shell goes low.
in the next season
Correct.
of
Yep.
of clan wars and stuff like that, what clan are y'all looking forward to go against?
I really enjoy playing like the guys from 360 NA, and the SBA has become real good competitors of ours, and any of the higher ranked teams that we look forward to play all the time. Like we want to play whoever we can, whenever we can, with the gold teams.
Are y'all looking forward to seeing Apex back in?
Oh, I love playing against you guys. I love Buck. I love DP. You know, like you. I love you guys. I have great. It's a great time every time we play against each other. Honestly, that Clan Wars kind of turned us into what we are. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten so much practice in and competitive. I mean, there was times during the Clan Wars that we were playing, you know, every night or two times, you know, a night, a couple times, and you know, and it just made us so much better playing that competition against good clans. And it was kind of cool to see some of the better clans get into it and us staying competitive with them. I mean, we beat NFTG the other night in the finals of our own tournament. I mean, that was a big night for us, and it kind of set us up to be, you know, like people started taking us like, you know, UGCC's for real. And I don't think that would ever happen without Clan Wars.
Do y'all think what's your opinion on wargaming with the community? Do you think they should involve themselves more, or do you think they're really like this good what they're doing?
They need to involve themselves more.
I'll let Dig answer that. He's really into that.
I feel like a lot of people agree with this. They really try for the console version. They really try to separate themselves from PC, but in the manner that they do that, it really just hurts the game, if anything. Like, prime example, the Waffenträger, it's yet to be nerfed on any level, and on PC, it got nerfed, like, I think 4 times on major patches, and they just straight up had to remove it. On console, they haven't touched it since they implemented it, which has just been quite aggravating. And I would say for getting up to speed with PC, especially with like tech trees and stuff, they've been pretty good at that. But I guess my only other complaint really would be is weather maps like Sandstorm and stuff. It really ruins the crew aspect when it comes to like view range, because it just destroys it. Like I have my lightweight, even with recon, situational awareness, optics. Your view range just sucks, like flat out. It's just horrible on those maps. I think those maps need to be removed. But I mean, I feel like occasionally they kind of do get a little bit pushy on money. But I mean, it's a company to make money. But so I guess that's what
yeah, they're here to make money. I mean, it's a
they need to
game,
listen more, in my opinion. They really need to listen, especially on the people that play this game a lot and put a lot of money into it.
The only time that I can really think that they listen is during the boycott, when they were talking about adding the...
Yeah, the only time I really felt like they actually listened to our voices was during the boycott for, what was it, what was it called?
The med perks? No, they were going to be packs that rejuvenated your health.
Yeah, regenerated like 50% of your health or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It just, that would totally
It was stupid, and it was
going to ruin the whole game.
It was going to ruin the game. A bunch of people were threatening to leave, and it wasn't like small people. It was people with YouTube channels that, you know, actually were known in the community. Were straight up threatening to leave, and the amount of people that backed the boycott...
Ace started all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ace started it, which, thank Lord, he started it. God knows that if he hadn't done that, it probably would have taken longer for us to start the boycott. Some things they really push the line, and the fact that they even went to that extent shows how little I feel like they, actually listen to the community. Just doing something like that, I mean, when you have to have a straight up boycott because of something you're implementing that is just really that bad in the community's eyes, I think blatantly shows you don't listen to them enough. I'm about to get yelled at by this mutant, and that's great. I mean, yeah, for me, that's probably it for on that topic.
They do things like, in certain tournaments, giving out like rewards. Like the WCL #2, we got 3 million silver for just participating in that tournament. So they do things, but there are things like what Dig was talking about. They could
What?
No, mamma mia.
So, my next question is going to be somewhat involved. What would y'all like to ask Wargaming if you have the chance? I mean, y'all know I stream with Rybot once a month, and I can give ask questions to her directly.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead, Dick. Go ahead.
If they care at all for people's dignity, and my soul especially, please nerf the Waffentrager to the extent that they at least nerfed it on PC. I mean, at the very least, show you care a little bit about some OP vehicles. Like, just nerf it to the extent that it was on PC before they removed it. If you did that, I could love them a little bit more.
My one thing is premium tanks. So you buy a premium tank, right? I mean, you have it that first week, and it's awesome, and you love it, and you get to know it really good, and then it just starts getting nerfed, and then it becomes something else than what you spent your money on. For instance, my first tank when I started playing, I was all lower tier 8s, so I decided to buy a premium 8 because then I could at least play with them when they were playing 8s. So I went out and bought the T-34. I paid $50 for it, and it was decent. I mean, I could play in tier 10s, and I couldn't run around, just wiping people out, but it was playable. Well, over time, it just became, they nerfed it so much that it just became unplayable, and I literally sold it. And that's $50 that I spent. That's down the drain because they decided to nerf it. I mean, once you do that, I mean, at least they should have the option. Okay, you don't want it anymore. Like, here's your gold back, so you could at least spend. I mean, they already got your money, right? So why not give me the option to get my gold back so I can get a different premium, or something to that effect? Give me something back besides silver. If it's like that, I mean, once I pay for something, I should get what I paid for. That's the only problem I have.
I'm just checking Discord. Nerve sent me a message.
Have you heard about that tournament thing coming on the
What? You got a little
Can't hear you.
You guys heard about the tournament coming on the 13th?
Our tournament?
Yeah, about to say that.
No, there's this tournament that that I guess Wargaming set up. It's where hold on, let me go to it right quick. One second. There is it.
Just since DP, I don't know if I haven't seen Apex register for it yet, but our tournament that we host, which is the Battle of the Clans, the season 3 is starting October 13th. And we had 24 clans in it last time. We've already got 21 registered right now, so we're shooting for 32. There's over $140 in prizes. We got the winner gets the 7 $10 Microsoft cards. The MVP of the tournament gets an extra $7 or $10 Microsoft card. And then we have codes to give away for garage slots, free premium time, and maybe even some tanks. Which I know we have tanks to give away, but it's going to be winner take all.
Alright, let Uncle Buck know and everything.
Yep, just so you know, it's in the Discord. It's going to be pretty good. All the big clans we've already got. NFTG, Immortals, DP, us, UNL. Most of the gold clans are in there, and then there's the silver clans that are up there. So it's a pretty good tournament. It's turning into some special that we do. We also do once or twice a month. We have a Merc night where we open up a room and anybody can jump in there. And last time we had mixed with TNG, Immortals, DNL, or DP, UGC guys. There were some pub players in there, and we played 4 games, and then we gave out a code for a tank to we did the 3rd highest damage in the 4th game. And actually, Rez from RG won it. So it's something else cool that we do once or twice a month. And you can find all that stuff on our Facebook page or during on the Discord and our YouTube channel for information on that stuff.
So how many members do you have total in your clan right now?
Currently, I think we have 31 in UGCC, and I think there's 24 in UGCC too.
I'm dead. Nope, I live.
Alright, now for this tournament, it says presenting Xbox Arena Skirmishes. Starting October 13th, teams from Xbox One tankers clash for supremacy in a new online skirmish hosted by Wargaming. Tournament details: 7v7.
Is it a WCL special event like the other ones were?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's 7v7 single elimination bracket, tiers 7 and 8. No tank class restriction. Maps are random. The battles are 10 minutes long. 64 team brackets. Registration comes first. Come first, come serve. The top 8 teams will be seeded into day 2, October 14th. The prizes are the first place team gets 16 million silver per team. Second place is 10 million silver per team. Third to 4th place is 4.4 million per team, and 5th through 8 is 1,200,000 silver per team.
Is it like per player or just like distributed between each player of the 7-man roster?
I think it's per
Or
player.
is it? Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, they've gone to that. They're using that arena. We've played in it once. We did the 7v7 10s, and we won our first match, and then we got set up for the second match. We ended up getting paired up with TNG, and it kicked 2 of our guys out. So we had to play TNG 7 on 5.
The arena
Which was
still
not
has
fun.
that glitch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're not gonna. You go 7 on 5 against TNG. You're in trouble.
It's an L.
Yeah, I think they should fix the matchmaking.
I think I don't know what they would do. I mean, I don't want to be sitting in a for like 5 minutes waiting for a game. So I don't have a huge problem.
I'm
with
probably
matchmaking.
safe for like.
It's
tier
usually
6
to me
and-
it's okay sometimes, but I mean other guys have problems with it. But I don't know how you feel.
What I think tier 3 and up, get a 2 up and 1 down. Well, everything goes 2 up, 1 down, 2 down, but I mean besides tier 3. Do tier 2 see tier 4s?
No.
No. I'd probably say for tier 3 to 6, it probably would be fair to do 1 up and 1 down. Because I mean, like, you could pick a tier 6, any tier 6 versus a tier 8, you're gonna get crushed. Even if you're firing all gold and the tier 8's just firing standard, good luck. Even you got.
See, I only play 8s, 9s, and 10s, so I don't have that much problems when That's why I don't have as big a problem with it. But I mean, there is a huge difference between 8s and 10s. I mean, there's a huge difference. I mean, there's a big difference between 9s and 10s, But I don't know. I just figure I don't want to be sitting in a lobby, waiting for 5 minutes for a game. So as long as they can keep it down.
I mean, what I was suggesting, they should incorporate the W&A to the matchmaking. Like, pair you up with people around your W&A.
That
That
would
would be
take too
fine
long,
to me,
especially
but it
for
would
top
take a long
players.
time. Right.
Yeah, like
I
top
just don't
players
wanna
with like
be-
4K average or just overall. That'd be painful to find a game. You'd be sitting
Yeah.
to you for like 10 minutes just
Like
trying
imagine
to
if
find
you had a
top
platoon of
players.
super unis, you know?
Yeah, it would take forever, man. At that point, I don't think there's really anything you could do to go off of skill, really. Because if you go for skill, then you just start killing matchmaking times, and then, it just becomes more of a painstaking, long game with not a lot of those epic moments. Because if you're playing people on your skill level, you tend to not have that many epic moments at that point. A lot of most of those
You
epic
need
moments
those
are against people
potatoes
that are
out there.
worse. Yeah.
Alright.
Which is bad to say, but then there's also those moments where you get like a player that's a streamer or somebody that's like a real good that people recognize, and there's a time that you beat him, it might take those away too.
Alright. Well, last time, I don't know if y'all tuned in, but last time I streamed with Rybot, they're planning to do another 24-hour stream, 24-hour, and do bounties. But their wargaming.
Oh, like the beaver hunt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wargaming doesn't have
I
enough
heard that
people to stream on the East, West, and PS4 and Xbox. And what we suggested, people that was in platoon up with her, let some of the streamers become bounties.
That's good. I like that. That's cool.
Because that will actually increase the number, and we stream a lot. We play this game probably a lot more than they do sometimes.
I always wondered how much they actually play. You know what I mean?
Rybot, she actually plays for a little bit. She actually plays during work, but she gets paid doing it. But
DP, you want to jump this 28?
I'm about to. But there's a
I'm
there's a
alright.
tank right there next to him.
I see him. I didn't.
Scorpion G in the back.
I see him. Has he got shots on you?
Yeah, I'm putting 2 more rounds into him. There we go. Reloading. But I told him that I'll be gladly to be a bounty, even though that I'm a somewhat new streamer. But I'm getting known.
You've came up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when we first met you, you've gotten a little bigger than you were when we first met you.
Because like I said, my future goal is to be part of like Wargaming's community staff. But I'm be focused more on the community part. Like I want to hear y'all's feedback, everything they say.
Sure.
As a streamer.
Hey, that 28's looking at me, and the
I'm
back
about
chat's
to-
about to jump on me.
I'm about to jump.
He's gonna kill me.
Hold on. Going up, going over.
Is he looking at you now?
Nope.
Killed him.
I
Back
love
chat's
how
right in front of you.
somebody-
I put a round into him. Well, I did pour a round into him. He's ammo racked, by the way. That round.
Oh my though.
Say E50.
I killed E50.
Do you think they should increase some of the customizabilities of your tanks?
Yeah, I would love to put like name my tank or more with the visual. I think about that all the time. Maybe even be able to put like our clan tag on it,
Like an emblem?
Oh.
or our
yeah.
clan, like our emblem.
Yeah, like have a system on their website where you can submit like a clan logo,
Yeah,
and that could
like,
be something that's
yeah.
like free
Just
or
like
like, I don't know, like it's a 10K
you maybe even
silver
play gold
purchase
for whatever,
permit.
whatever. Just like
That
you
would
can
be
on
big
Call of
sense.
Duty, you could put your little thing on your weapon,
Your guns,
You
when
know,
you're prestige
yeah.
enough, get your emblem.
something like that. That would be awesome.
Clan
That's
tag.
the one I think about that all the time.
That's one thing
I would love.
But talking
Cause
about
it's like
that,
it'd be like having your unit mark, your unit patch on your tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
ain't knowing me, I probably put my clan.
Ooh.
I like to get my own emblem with my own my logo right now for Twitch.
Yeah, like have like if you're like in a clan, you can have like 2.
or if like
when
if you
when
look,
do that.
if you look, a lot of us UGC guys have personal gamer picks, like the UGC kicks. I would love to be able to like put that on my tank.
You
Like
have
if
like
you
two
see us in a parter.
folders or like files where you can put like if you're like executive officer or whatever the officer on the site, you have like those two guys get a special file where it's like the clan logo, and then each individual person has their
I
own
think about
file
that all
where
the
they
time.
can implement their own
It's
picture.
It's got to be possible.
I mean, what I like.
Yeah, I figure it could be possible.
Well, I like to see around like I think it's going to be hard to do it, but bringing in a command into the game, around like longer you play your tank, and more battles you've been in and stuff like that, your tank looks like it's getting damaged. It has like battle scars.
Been weathered.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be bad. That'd be awesome too.
So imagine like seeing an E100 like beaten up like crazy, like have like shells, ricochet marks, and stuff like that on it.
I like that.
And then it was so other players like how long you had that tank,
It is a good idea.
how long they actually had that one specific tank. Like for instance, like my Panzer 5.4, I had it for 3 years. I like to see it where like me ramming a whole bunch of tanks, like some of those little ram bars bent.
During his
Yep.
Hey, that's the little
It'd be
cockroach.
really weathered.
It's the little cockroach of more tanks.
Ranger would have.
It would also be nice if you could put camo on vehicles that have like already like cosmetics. Like for example, you have the Chromo B, the what was the rev that came out with the the hammer. I never liked the hammer. Yeah, like have like.
Yeah, no, me. I probably
that'd probably be
I probably put the Panzer 5.4 pink.
I mean, yeah, I feel like some things would need to be like limited, so you know you have like that partial realistic, you know, tank warfare. Because if you just have people running around with like pink fucking tanks, it'd just be more
Well,
like a joke
my
if
Panzer
anything.
5.4, it would be funny to have a pink Panzer 5.4 ramming things.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, like, it'd almost be like getting to the point of like, you know, I guess
Ridiculous.
like an example of like Call of Duty level of just stupidity, where you're running around like a clown.
Oh.
But I mean, yeah, like if you had the vehicles that weren't allowed, like for right now, you can't put a camo on the Chromo B. If you would allow people to put camos on, but like when you ran out, you had this camo on. Like for the Chromo, you have the green with I guess all the cosmetic stuff, like as the base stuff. Which, from my understanding, it still gives you the camo value, a boosted camo value. But when you purchase your own camos, you still have like the obvious cosmetics on the vehicle, but like the actual vehicle color changes. So you can purchase your camos that maybe you like, and when you run out of them, you still have that camo value from the just the base vehicle alone.
If you don't clutch it, you and me take it out, don't you?
No, I played well enough that you could keep it. What's left?
T25-2 and
That's
AT.
gonna be tough. I don't recognize that clan.
Do you think they should, like on the PC, personal missions to earn tanks? Do you think they should do that?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I can
I
get
like
the
that
T22
too.
and have it for a week before it gets nerfed.
I like that idea.
I mean, who doesn't want to earn a KV5 for a week and just see a bunch of those derp around in the matchmaking? That'd be great.
I mean, there's a lot of things. Ain't getting out of them.
Yeah, like Clan Wars vehicles. I mean, I guess I don't know when they're ever gonna actually do that, seeing how they've entered and everything.
If you get highest level in Time War, you and your team.
The M60 pattern, or like the VK7201, the Object 907. God knows that would be insane. The T22 unnerfed. pretty much the best tier 10 medium tank before it got nerfed.
I'm not gonna
Just
have
the
time to
vehicles are
cast, am
missing,
I?
you know. Because I mean, what?
No, you
At the
won't.
point that we're in and point that
I
we're
won't.
on console,
You need about 3
PC
minutes.
has vehicles that we
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
right.
have, but they're reward tanks. Like the 907 was already in the game on PC before the Swedes came out, from my understanding. And we're, about to get the Swedes.
Do you think they should increase? Do you think they should change up some of the like earn the tanks? Like when
What,
a
like
new
where you earned the motherland and stuff?
yeah, make it more like where it's friendly for everybody, even people who only plays on the weekends and stuff like that. There's people that can't really play during the week, and there's a lot of complaints about that.
I'll kind of have to disagree. Like when the CDC and the Motherland came out, I will just straight admit, I performed poorly in school when those vehicles came out, and I would only play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I wasn't able to play the other days. And if you really want those vehicles, you can get them. I mean, I'm pretty sure when you earn those vehicles, it included premium time into the Acquaintance of XP. I didn't have premium. And I know the ops didn't include. So, I mean, if you want those, you can get those on the weekends. I mean, trust me, when the CDC came, or no, the Motherland, I earned the Motherland, and then I grinded out like the other 500k or 200k to get the week of premium. I grinded all that, I don't know, on just like 2 or 3 weekends. So, I mean, I'd have to say you can earn that. What I would disagree with is when you got the, Yeah, I guess you could kind of see it like that. What I would disagree with is the way that you had to earn the Fatherland, where you had to like basically RNG to get the medals, so you could eventually get all like 5 or 6 of the medals.
Yeah, that was random. Might a buddy of mine.
Yeah, that
had it in,
was
like 5 games or something
absolutely
crazy.
RNG, and I just
Yeah, I use my Object 140. I'll admit that.
I don't even know what I used to get the Motherland or the CDC. I just played everything.
I will
Well,
admit
not
I
the
did not
Motherland,
get the Fatherland. It's because I was moving. I was during the middle of a move during those 3 months.
Oh, I tried really hard that game, guys.
Alright, what do y'all think they should do about when they take out tier 10s and replacing them? What do you think they should do with the tank itself?
Make that tier 10 a premium and give you the other tier 10.
Like they did with the Action 10 and the FV?
Yep.
That, but like 10 times better, seeing how the FE4 202P, when they placed it tier 8, sucked brutally, was bad.
It did increase the armor with one of the updates. It did increase the turret armor.
Yeah, I mean, they're slowly bringing it back to life, but I mean, like, when you initially got that, I played like 5 games and got rid of it. It was so bad.
I still kept mine because it was a rear tank.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever want, I can get back in a ticket, but I mean... there's only, how many vehicles have they removed so far at 10 and just completely got rid of? I mean, the 4202...
Or the FV202. And the next time.
Well, there's supposed
DWP
to
ain't
be
gonna
going to get
play?
rid of the 2 and 5B, but I don't think they're going to get
Just
rid of
play
it. Just down to how many people...
He didn't pick
PvP.
tank.
Is that it?
He had the Skoda.
Oh, I guess I'm hallucinating.
Maybe back out for nothing.
Wait, so what are they doing with the 183?
Well, we got a scrim against DP in 6 minutes, don't we?
9 o'clock.
Like, replacing the 183?
8
What the fuck?
Oh, well, hopefully it's not as much cancer as the 183.
Well, the debt.
But does it still get the 183 millimeters? The real question.
And that would make sense because, I mean, look at from the AT2 all the way up.
Yeah, no
all
turrets.
those tanks play basically the same. And then you get
Killy,
to
you
Death
got
Star,
your
which is...
audio included? 'Cause he's
Yeah, I don't
streaming
think
or
that's...
something.
Alright.
Oh, you're fine.
I'll probably go
I'll probably
ahead.
ask
You're
this,
fine.
ask
Keep
this
it.
question. Do y'all think they should keep the maps? Do you think they should bring back some of the maps they had taken out?
I want all my maps back.
I want live
It's,
oak.
it's one of the it's one of the big problems I have right now is I feel like I'm playing the same maps all the time.
Over and over
I kind
and over and over and over.
I kind of understand. I mean, there needs to be a way bigger map selection than there is right now.
Alright, here's another
That's a lot of
bring
problems
'em
I'm hearing with guys.
I
get
mean,
players. Like I've lost players off the UGCC that have taken big breaks because they're like, I'm tired of playing the same maps all the time.
Here's my next question. The maps that during the story mission, story mode, do you think, would you like to see them in multiplayer?
Yeah, any map. I mean, I'm to the point where I'm
Well,
like, let's do some new maps.
They can't
Some
put
of
those
them-
in multiplayer because we still got 360. Those War Stories maps are what the maps are going to look like once Xbox One and Xbox One X. Like that's what our maps are going to look like. They're going to look amazing.
I know that. It's just rough going through this period of time waiting for that to happen.
Alright.
Don't hate it, appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure most of the
Let's bounce off.
are most of the war story maps already in matchmaking.
No, not really. The very first mission that you do, yeah, those maps are in the game, but not the last two of the story missions. They're not.
Last two, what are we talking like for the
No, each
the
mission is
newest
three. No, each story is 3 missions.
That 416's mad.
yeah.
That's
Actually,
not the ones in the map.
I like their whole team pushed down the K line. A bunch of retards.
Let's look here. For the Americans, live fire practice is on mines. Forging Ahead is on mines. Push for Victory is on mines. Flashpoint Berlin. Crossing the Line is on mines. Approach is on mines.
Ball Panzer.
Kalstein Streleka is Overlord. I believe that's the map. No, not Overlord. It's the new map that came
Pushing
out.
behind you,
The
DP.
city in middle. Queen's Gambit, Ravage Capital, El Passant. I honestly can't
You don't
remember.
think they should
I
have a
think
different
that's-
game mode into the game?
Oh,
Yeah, I
they
can
need
see
to
there
bring
being a
back.
different.
They need to bring back the what do y'all remember like 2 years ago where it was like 7-on-7 and you could just run into with like a random platoon of like 7 of your friends? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They need to bring that back, but in actual formats. Like just do like 3 potential, or maybe like bring out 1 and slowly build up to the 3. You know, just to see how many people want to do it. Because if not a lot of people do it, then you might just want to do it in seasons where it's like 1, 2, then 3. So like the 3 formats would be like 754, 761, and 768. And like probably like I would probably say for your beta, just to test it out, it'd be like 761. And then see how many people would partake in that. And if it's a lot of people, then you know, bring out 2, like another, like bring out 761 in another format, and then slowly build to all 3. But if it's not like a huge amount
I don't even
of,
want to
you
mess
know,
with those
come
guys
out
until we get the
on
stop
people,
taken care of.
then you can just do it in like seasons, like they're doing in ranked battles. It occasionally shows up, so like you can just occasionally have like 754, and then the next season can be like 768 or 761, and so on and so forth.
Alright, here's the next question. This is
Just to kind
actually-
of give.
What y'all think about the ranked battles lately? Y'all think they should fix it or keep it the same?
I don't think it should go above tier 8.
To me, I mean personally, I think they shouldn't lose. You shouldn't lose so many points for losing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it should all go by personal.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
Personal
battles, you shouldn't have to be
performance.
depending on your. Yeah, your teammates shouldn't.
Exactly.
Win
I'm
loss
sorry,
shouldn't
but
go into it.
it's
Because you could have an awesome game and carry your team,
and your team
and you
can
lose.
just
And
suck.
you just got 6 doo-doo teammates.
Yeah.
and you'll get like 12 or 14
Because how is
performance
that,
points
how
on
is
a
that
loss.
reflective to your skill? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's punishing even when you play well. Like I played a game and I got like almost 4K my T54. Nobody on my team broke 1500. We lost. I got the only 2 kills and they steamrolled the rest of my team. I get like 14 performance points and I lose like 24 on team performance. But when I win, I get like 20 overall. I get like 8 of my personal performance and like 12 of my team. It's just so punishing to lose, and it's just like aggravating. Like for someone like me, I played and pretty much ranked myself, and that was it. I didn't even want to play after that because it's just so annoying losing the points. And even when you get to keep your rank in the end, like I finished gold. Even if I went back down to mattered, I would have had to push all the way back up into whatever I think it was platinum is after gold. It's just so punishing to lose. I feel like the team performance does not need to be so heavily weighed upon on a win or on a loss. It should strictly, I wouldn't say strictly, I'd say 75% of your points, 75 to like 70% of your points should be on your own personal performance. On a win or on a loss, it should give you points. If you're like in the top half of your team, on a loss, you should still make some points. Or maybe just go straight even. You don't lose any. It's just a flat 0. Or something like that, you know?
Bro, I'm horrible at this game. I should just stop playing.
Stop. Like our best player.
Alright, I'm going to ask one more question.
Fuck you, bro.
Do you think they should?
Go ahead,
Do you think they should do a little bit more research on some nations that has tanks? For instance, like they should make a nation that has more than one nation in it, right? Like the chicks of
Oh yeah, I know.
Yes,
PC brought this up.
Like have a nation
where they
that
have, like,
has more than one nation inside the tank line. You know, like
Yeah,
tier
where like
1.
small countries during
Yeah.
like World War II and World War One. Yeah, because like some countries in Europe didn't really have a lot of vehicles, but it was a lot of countries that had vehicles, just not a lot of them. It would be interesting to just make a tech tree, like 1 to 10, even if it's like 1 line or maybe it's like 2 lines, but they both converge into 1 tier 10. Just something interesting with like each individual flag. It would be interesting because there's a lot of vehicles that were missing.
I mean, look at the waffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely made
I
up.
thought of that too.
Look
They
at the
straight up made
look
up
at
the
the
Waffen
Edelweiss.
Träger.
I mean, yeah, look at the anime tanks. I mean, completely made up. I mean, come on.
And then now they're talking about putting Warhammer 40,000 tanks in here.
I don't even know what that is.
it's a
Yeah, I don't either.
it's an RPG type. It's
Do I
a
even want to know?
No, it's a multi.
No, you don't.
It's a
Go ahead.
It's a what is it? Turn-based game. I'm correct.
Warhammer.
That's what they call me. The women.
No, they call you Little Dick Johnson.
Oh.
Whoa.
Alright,
That's
Whoa.
only the ones I sleep with.
I personally would like to see a tier 11 with a modern line of tanks. Like,
Dude, I would actually like to see up to tier like 13, but have, like you said, modern day tanks, but have
I
them
would love
have
to
their
play
own
like an
playlist.
Abrams. Yeah.
And have it to where
But there's
you
no
can't
way
get
a-
them with
there's
free
no way a
XP.
Jaeger
You gotta
root
get them with
And
XP
pin
off.
a fucking Abrams.
and let me go. I'm about to end the stream with
Johnny.
us, y'all, for the interview. Here's my gonna be my last.
I
thing.
just want to
This
say
is-
before you
Alright, go ahead.
Before you do that, I just want to say thanks, and we appreciate all the stuff you've done for us over the, like all the streaming that you've done for us, DP.
Oh, no
Like,
problem.
we really enjoy you having you around,
I enjoy it, man.
even though it's been a while. Even though it's been a while since you streamed us.
Hey, it's been a long time since I actually did an interview.
You've seen our growth, so you've been around. You've seen us from the beginning, so.
Alright. Now, people in the chat, I'm going to be hosting Wednesday night fights. They're doing a scrimmage against Eye for an Eye and TG. And if you pay attention, you might be seeing UGC back on there again. And like I always say, I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright.
How many followers are you up to, DP?
I'm about 6 away from 300. And I might be
Yeah.
getting more close.